Belarus is standing on the edge of collapse as reports continue to emerge that several key military bases have been seized by rebel elements inside the country. The leadership of Alexander Lukashenko, which once ruled with an iron fist, is now shaking under the pressure of internal betrayal and external influence. Across cities and towns, confusion reigns as loyalist troops clash with rebel soldiers, while citizens take to the streets demanding the end of dictatorship. The atmosphere is filled with fear, tension, and uncertainty. This is not just another political crisis, it is the possible downfall of one of Europe's longest-standing regimes, and the whole world is watching to see what happens next inside Belarus. The situation has become even more complicated. For years, Lukashenko depended on loyalty from his military intelligence services and police. That loyalty has now fractured. Officers who once defended the regime have turned their weapons against it. Several army commanders have joined the uprising, bringing soldiers, tanks, and heavy equipment under their control. Some of the largest military bases, located near the borders of Poland and Ukraine, are now in the hands of the rebels. Communication with Minsk has been cut off, and the government's control is shrinking by the hour. The interior of this crisis is a battlefield of divided loyalties and hidden agendas. Many soldiers claim they are tired of fighting for a corrupt leadership, and they no longer want to follow orders that go against the will of the people. What started as whispers of discontent within barracks has now turned into a full-scale rebellion. The performance of Lukashenko's government in this crisis is collapsing rapidly. The state media continues to broadcast a picture of calm, insisting that everything is under control, but reality tells a different story. Videos circulating on social media show convoys of rebel troops moving freely near the capital while loyalist units retreat. Government offices are deserted and top officials are fleeing. Even Lukashenko himself is rumored to be moving between secret locations, fearing assassination or capture. His speeches sound increasingly desperate as he blames NATO, the opposition, and even his own generals for the chaos. Russia, Lukashenko's most powerful ally, has remained silent. Moscow's hesitation is being seen as a sign that Putin may be preparing to distance himself from a man whose time might be up. Welcome to Red Alert Conflict, where we bring you real-time analysis of global power struggles, wars, and revolutions. Subscribe now if you want to stay updated on every breaking military and political development around the world. Inside the military, the situation is deteriorating fast. Many units that were stationed along the Ukrainian border have refused to take orders from Minsk. These troops were once used to support Russian military operations, but morale collapsed when they saw the growing cost of war and the suffering of their own people. Now these soldiers have joined the rebellion, capturing weapons and blocking reinforcements from the capital. The most significant base seized so far is near Brest, where the rebels are said to control air defense systems and armored vehicles. Government efforts to retake these positions have failed, and several loyalist officers have surrendered. The rebellion is organized and appears to be led by experienced military figures who are coordinating movements through encrypted channels. They have created checkpoints, built barricades, and secured communication centers. The uprising is not spontaneous, it is planned. The performance of the rebels shows remarkable discipline and tactical understanding. They are using drones to monitor troop movements and intercept government supplies. Many of these rebels are younger officers who were trained in modern warfare and understand information tactics. Their control of strategic locations has weakened Lukashenko's hold over the country and created panic among remaining loyalists. Reports indicate that some Air Force pilots have also defected, refusing to carry out strikes against their own people. The scale of coordination shows this is not a minor mutiny, but a nationwide military fracture. Safety across the country has become a major concern. Civilians have been asked to stay home while power outages and communication blackouts spread. Airports have suspended operations, and neighboring countries like Poland and Lithuania have tightened border security. Evacuations of foreign diplomats have begun, and several embassies have closed temporarily. The fear of Russian intervention is also growing, as intelligence suggests Moscow may be preparing to send special units to secure key installations. If that happens, Belarus could become another proxy battlefield between Russia and the West. The unique point of this entire event lies in the timing. The rebellion comes when Russia is already stretched thin by the war in Ukraine. For years, Belarus served as Moscow's buffer state, allowing Russian forces to operate freely along the Western Front. But now that same ally has become unstable. Some analysts believe that Ukraine quietly supports this unrest to weaken Russia's strategic position. Kiev denies any direct involvement, but Ukrainian intelligence may be supplying information to help rebels disrupt Russian influence. Meanwhile, Western nations are watching carefully, avoiding open statements, but clearly hoping that Lukashenko's downfall will weaken Moscow's grip on the region. The economic cost of this crisis is already visible. Fuel shortages have hit several cities, banks are closing, and the national currency is falling sharply. International trade routes passing through Belarus are disrupted, causing problems for both Russia and the European Union. Factories have stopped production as workers join strikes demanding the president's resignation. The real price of this uprising is being paid by ordinary Belarusians who are facing food shortages and unemployment in the middle of political chaos. Sanctions from the West have intensified, and no country seems willing to offer financial aid until the political future of Belarus becomes clear. As the rebellion gains ground, Lukashenko's options are shrinking. He can either negotiate with the rebels, risk Russian military intervention, or attempt a brutal crackdown that might destroy his country completely. His decades-long rule built on fear, propaganda, and control seems to be ending not with foreign invasion, but with the collapse of loyalty within his own forces. The Belarusian people have waited for years for this moment, but what comes next remains uncertain. If Russia intervenes, it could crush the uprising temporarily, but that would also turn Belarus into a military zone for years to come. If the rebellion succeeds, Belarus may finally move toward freedom, but it will face a long road of rebuilding. In conclusion, Belarus is living through its most dangerous hour. The seizure of military bases, the defection of troops, and the silent observation of Russia and Ukraine have all created a perfect storm. This is no longer just a national crisis, it is a geopolitical earthquake whose aftershocks will be felt across Europe. Whether Lukashenko survives or not, one truth is clear: Belarus will never return to its old stability. The people have spoken, the military has moved, and the balance of power is shifting fast. This is red alert conflict.